Hey guys, what's going on? Great to see you all. I decided let's just get right into it today. No reason to have a 10-minute long introduction. But anyways, some kind of fruitcake, Vidarios, Danny Ford, Cyrax, Camilo, Lord Stuka, and Pirate Lord. Great to see you all. Opens War Thunder for a quick match. Sees Ducon streaming right now. Closes War Thunder and start watching the stream. Well, Lord Stuka, I appreciate that. Glad that you find it worth your time to put, well, you could do this, you could do it them the same time, right? You could play on one screen and watch on the other, or maybe listen to me in the background. I don't know. Just I don't want to stop you from playing your game. Star Hunter 001, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. Sam Hain, Maxinator, Jamie, GTM, great to see you. It sounds low. It sounds low. It sounds low. What sounds low? After not having Ducon for so long, I don't know if I can handle all this streaming. Oh man, yeah, I've just been inspired here lately, so I've been wanting to do some building, and so here we are. I will not be streaming tomorrow, by the way. I have been spoiling you guys. However, Saturday, we are looking like, well, actually, Saturday I gotta get some furniture, but I'm getting moving furniture in. My wife will be working late. So we'll be having another late stream on Saturday, unfortunately, but it's just how it's gonna have to be. Approach the microphone like an ASMR. Okay, well, I could technically do that. Danny Ford, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan, great to have you. Let me do this here really quick. You're probably gonna be hearing some weird sounds here, but now, there we go. The mic is a little bit closer to me. It is in a really odd position though. It's in the way, so maybe a little bit back up. There we go. Maybe that'll be better. I don't know. No, we're not going to be doing exterior stuff this stream. The plan is for us to start interior. It's something that needs to be done, and that is what we are going to do. And we're going to start from the deep depths of the cellars before we start anything else. So we're not going to be to the really cool stuff yet. I want to check something actually. Game mode 3. I want to go underground here and see what kind of room we have. Okay, so technically we could punch the cellar this way a little bit more. Maybe, actually no, I do want to stay on this side of the barrier wall, and that is where we are right now. Or maybe not, maybe, yeah, we could actually punch the wall out a little bit more. We could go this way, probably another good 2 or 3 blocks or so. Oh my gosh, change the scene. I apologize, guys. My bad. My bad! Oh man. Alright, so I wish unfortunately I'm laptop Wi-Fi, so I better choose the most relaxing thing to do. Gotcha. Am I missing anything? It would be great if Ethereal is Ethereal on the server right now? Crunch is. I'm not sure if Crunch can do it, but it would be great to have people that come to visit in spectator mode. It was fixed, but something got screwed up. So, anyways, we're back to square one. I'm doing very good there. LaCrypt, how are you doing? Better than underground. Well, we are underground right now. The Lord needs a bed. Yes, where are you from? I am from the United States. Let's see, we need some view. Denmark from Facebook. Dominic from Facebook. Okay. Ritterost. I gotta figure out how to pronounce your name. Ritterost. Okay, Ritterost. I'm gonna call you Ritter. So yes, Ritter has actually approached me with a neat idea. He apparently lives in an area where there is a large concentration of castles over there in Germany. And I imagine you're probably along the Rhine River, Ritters, because as far as I am aware, that's where like the fairy land is like castles all along that river. But anyways, he offered to possibly take pictures and try to make a Pinterest board. We'll talk about it later on and see what we can do and how we can organize it. But it would be a really neat place for us to reference to see how things worked and provide clear representation of what we're trying to look for. So hopefully at some point that will be a nice resource for us Minecraftians, Conquestion Minecraftians to look to. Kurgan, how you doing? But then again, you probably got to get back to bed. Like I said before in our last stream, I realize these streams are not very European friendly, and I apologize for that, but it is the time that I have to stream, so we have to make the best of the situation that we are presented. Not today, okay, so you don't have to go to bed early. All right, well, that's good to hear. Applemore, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're just kind of running around the castle right now, trying to decide on what I want to do. I do want to make a little bit more cellar space down here, but see, we can't go any deeper, so that's a problem, kinda. We can go this way, though. It would be more of a crypt type deal, though, because this will be, if we do actually make cellars in this part, will be underneath everything, so it would be a good idea, I think, to extend the cellars over this way somewhat. Wardruna. No, this is actually Witcher 3 soundtrack, but yes, it is very Wardruna sounding. I definitely agree with you. I love your work in Minecraft. Oh, I appreciate that, Cyrex. You have class late tomorrow. Okay, well, that's good to hear. Well, I hope that's good to hear. I'm here again, now and forever. What a shame now we have to deal with Kirk. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I heard he's really annoying. You're in Hesse. Okay. I mean, I don't know where Hesse is, but I imagine, well, I don't know. Nope. Okay, he said no. Okay. All right. I don't want to miss anybody's comments. If I do, I apologize. Please repost your comment if I do end up missing it somehow. Okay, so like I said, we want to start with the cellars down here, and there's a few things that I want to make sure we add in. I want there to be more pantries. I definitely want there to be a well down here, so we got to figure out where a well can be. Nameless, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. I need to do a quick blow my nose really fast, so I will be right back. I'm gonna turn my mic off. Okay, sorry for that. I just had like a tickle in my nose and made it hard to talk. Like I said, I do want there to be a well in here, and I think if we are going to make a well, it would make sense for it to somehow connect to a reservoir connected in this cave. So it would be nice to have the well somewhere in this area. Like, let's see, where is that cave? The cave would be here. So technically we could make a reservoir right here. Ooh, and that could connect to this cave too, but I don't want to do that. But yeah, there could be a reservoir in here. And like I said, I definitely want there to be like a spring of some type up here. Maybe about right here. And because then it would indicate that maybe when the spring is active, there would be a flowing stream going down through here. So when you're walking across this bridge, you would have a flowing stream beneath you. So I think that's actually an interesting idea. So we'll have a full reservoir, but it just hasn't overflowed into the stream at this point. A quick tour of the Lord's residence. Sure, we're actually just starting the stream, so we can do a quick little flyover and see what's going on. Last stream, we worked on the nature outside. We made a flow path where the water runoff from the Lord's residence would come off in here and flow down into the creek. We also have a bunch of ruins and blocks just kind of thrown out into down here. This is indication of the elven structure that had been here before Lumiere was built. And so that is just kind of all this stuff strewn about. and they have like a little cart here that is repurposing the stone bricks and bringing them somewhere else where they can put it into their own structures and things. It's kind of like the same concept of how the Hadrian's Wall has been used. If you guys are not familiar with the Hadrian's Wall, was a massive wall the Romans had built along in Great Britain to control their territories that they had gotten, because they just didn't feel it necessary to make an advance into the rest of Britannia because it was just too... anyways, it doesn't matter. The Hadrian's Wall has been pretty much completely demolished. Not completely, but a lot of it has been. And all the stones has been repurposed into the construction of like towns and cities and just other things around. Why don't you make a river with secret chambers, not just a reservoir? I will be making... It's not a river, Ritterost. It is a stream, though. This is technically a main stream, but I don't want to make it a large flowing stream at this point. It would just be... I don't think it's necessary. Right now, it's just like maybe a little bit dry. And so this stream, though, is going to connect all the way over to here, where there is the well to the hamlet below Lumiere. So if you go down on this well here, there is another reservoir. And anyways, this is going to be fed by, again, the reservoir that is all the way up here. And it's also going to have a little bit of an access to an upcoming really neat feature that is coming to Lumiere at some point. Vasa, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Never took a look. Never look at one of his streams. Sorry. Name was from Arda. Can you do a quick tour? Did. I know it's quite late here, but I love watching Ducon streams. I'm glad to hear. Trying to catch up on everybody. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Understood. Vigo, how you doing, man? Great to see you. Welcome to the stream. Everyone is streaming at the moment. They're streaming in at the moment. A very long stream. I bet it's going to take a long time for detailing. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to just like I just want to get an idea of what's gonna happen this stream. Number one is we are going to make a well in the Lord's residence, and it's going to be somewhere in this vicinity. I just gotta decide where exactly it's going to be, because we don't want to structurally compromise the corner of this building here. And it would make sense for it to be towards this area. Maybe I could even... Yeah, I could do it here, actually. Yeah, we'll do it here. What I'm going to do is you come down and through here, and it's going to be down here. This would make the most sense, I think. And then we can have... No, I don't know. I gotta have grain silos in here. But maybe what I'm gonna do is repurpose this room and do something else. But what I really need to figure out is where the grain storage is going to be for Lumiere. Maybe what I'll do is I will make a secondary offshoot. Maybe I'll make it here. And we will continue the elven part of the crypts down, or I'm sorry, the elven part of the cellars down this way a tad bit more. And then we can make some silo type structural features in here. And then that's where we can store the grain. I know Kurgan, but I'm exploring it, so it's about me, I suppose. Like, just, you know, I want to do these things, but if nobody else wants to explore it, that's them. It's just, you know, something for me. All right, so am I missing anybody's chat? Doing good things. I am doing fantastic, Vigo. I am glad to be doing this. This is what I'm liking to do. Okay. Odd store grain underground in a damp place. Well, not exactly. It would be... I mean, I haven't done really in-depth research, to be honest, but as far as I understand, it was a commonplace thing for there to be grain silos underground under a castle. Correct me if I'm wrong. Kurgan, you are typically pretty good on these things. And I'm sure some of you others are castle experts. But I was under the impression that grain storage underground was a common thing. Le Crypt, thank you for that follow and welcome to the Red Clan. Great to have you. All right, so let's go ahead and start building. I looked up for you. I appreciate that, Vasa. And Wolft, how you doing? Welcome. So yeah, I need to get building. So let's go ahead and do that. I need to turn the replay on, record server on, and back to Darwin. They didn't dig as deep as you do. Yeah, I suppose you're right on that, but I mean, does it really matter how deep you go? Game mode 1. All right. But I guess, no, I guess you're right. Well, no. Doesn't matter how far down you go, it's still gonna be kind of a damp environment. Because I don't really have any other options at this point. I mean, the underground is pretty much completely used now. All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and fill all this. And we need a lot more storage down here because we got a lot of like hallways and things. I think what I'm going to do is dig into the walls and make like random storage spaces. I feel like that would be a much more effective and efficient use of all this space, is somehow multi-purposing all the walls and the hallways for like barrels and miscellaneous things. All right, so I need to figure out where exactly that is. All right, we want to move over a little bit more. I'm gonna say right about here. And we definitely need to be on this side. So yeah, the well will be about right here. Well, on second thought, we want it to be on a reservoir. And this is not going to be on a reservoir quite yet. So what we need to do is push this over something like this. And it needs to be about right here. Yeah, we'll try that. And the cat is in front of my screens again. So if I'm missing anybody's chat, it's because my cat is in the way. Great thing having a cat. All right, so we'll go ahead and throw that in there. All right, whoa, someone has the want to stream. I know, right? I have been really inspired here of late, so I'm trying to keep up with the whole streaming and staying around with you guys. I'm having fun with it, so that's what's important. If you're having fun, then do what you have fun doing. All right, we'll knock all that out of there. Something's telling me that's, well, I guess it really doesn't matter. And making your castles intimidating should be one of the top priorities. Well, I mean, it's not technically a super intimidating castle, but it's just what it is. The whole point of this has been to make something really, I guess, beautiful, in lack for better words. But I see your point, Kurgan, for sure. But Lumiere is not meant to be a fully functional and deliberately defensive castle. It's defensive, but not crazy all out. Anyways. Alright, am I missing? I know I'm missing. It could be spent on making the castles bigger in size. Yeah, I see that too, Kurgan, but a lot of all this digging is actually elven crypts. It's not actually human built. So, I mean, you'll notice that there's not much underground that is actually human constructed. The elves created it. What you building? I am building the underground right now, beneath Lumiere. I'm trying to design a well. There's gonna be a reservoir down here. I need to figure out how deep this needs to be and other miscellaneous things that I need to consider. Let's do game mode 3 really quick just to see what's going on. Alright, so we can't really dig that way anymore. So lots of defense is just outside the plot, right? Yes, there we go, fruitcake. That's exactly it. As long as there are reasons for the things you build, it's all fine. Yes, there is. There is. Usually there is, at least. Okay, so Well, I guess we could make an access to the well from up here. But it's right next to the fireplace. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, anyways. Game mode 1. Hey, Lissix, how you doing? Welcome. Am I missing anybody? You're not gonna tell me that I'm missing anybody. What you building? Alright, actually, never mind. I keep thinking I'm missing people, but I think I've answered you, Ben Blue. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and... Ooh, no, wrong way. Wrong way! I'm gonna knock into the wall this way. This is going to be where the reservoir is. And then it's going to knock into this chamber here. Yes. Well, actually, no. It needs to knock into it right about up here. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Just like that. And maybe like a little bit of a place to see through there. And then all of this is going to be water where a spring somehow comes up through. And what is this up here? It's just an open spot. It's quite intimidating. It's not a small castle after all. It's not designed to be intimidating, but like I have said, it's definitely something that could ward off a horde, or not a horde, but a group of barbarians, or maybe, you know, small skirmishes. But it would definitely not withstand an army over 1,000. Lumiere is simply not a castle built for a siege or any type of major attack. If there is a major attack on Lumiere, Lumiere will fall. No question about that. Okay, so I'd say this is pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and dig down a little bit. We need to figure out how to indicate there's a spring in here. We're right now doing the well, the Vigo man. There's a well in the Lord's Residence that I'm trying to design. And, well, yeah, so the well is a pretty significant thing that I feel this place needs. Like, I feel like if we don't have a well, water would be pretty tight. So I'm trying to build a well, trying to design it in a way that works. And I think this will work, so crossing my fingers, see what happens. Okay, and we need to dig this way a little bit more, but we can't. I'm gonna have to be kind of smart with this. Just update Conquest finally started my Lord's Manor. Nice, good to hear. Hey, Conquest, welcome to the stream. And Lissix, no, you have not missed much. Crimson Dunedane, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Alright, so again, I'm not quite sure what I want to do up here. Because this is the fireplace. The fireplace is right next to a door. See, this is something that I would prefer not to have here, but it's really the only place where I could have a access way down to that section down there. I could move it maybe to here actually, which would make a lot more sense. Yeah, I'm gonna try doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and put that wall back, and we're going to put this right here, and we will do the necessary changes in order to make that work. So just like that. So that way there's an access from the pantry. The fireplace has a little bit more just space. Maybe we can put some kind of like cabinetry there. So yeah, that works a little bit better. I like that. And again, this is the chimney. I'd say since this is not a purely defensive castle, there's a show off by some wealthy lord to demonstrate his power and might. Exactly, Kurgan, and that's in the lore as well. It's not what was that? Oh, there's a hole here. Oh, that's funny. Okay, anyways, we'll put that back. It's show off as a multi-lure to demonstrate. I live in the Midwest of the U.S. and have a well in the basement of my house. Don't use it anymore, but it's there. Interesting. So it probably goes down to a reservoir. Well, obviously it's a well. Oh goodness. So, I'm not really in the mood to texture underground right now. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of carve out what we need to do, and then I'll come back to this at some point. But the main idea of what I want to do here is just get it, like, you know, so it's there, and then I know what to work with. But for right now, I'm gonna classify this as underground episode, and we're gonna leave it at a point where I'm kind of happy with how it looks. And I think I'm pretty happy with that. And then we're gonna come back to this some other day. But for right now, we are working on the interior of the Lord's residence. So let's keep that in there. So it's a way of intimidating since it's my crappy bunker. From what I can find, there is no evidence of grain being stored underground. Most, if not all grain, was stored in special grain houses granary, which would have suspended floors that protected the grain from rodents and insects and provided air circulation. Okay, see, the things, this is where I learned about it, was from Westeros Craft, because I had seen a lot of their castles was built with granaries underground. And since Westeros Craft has, in my experience, been a very realistic, well, it seems their castles have been pretty realistically built. I assumed from that having granaries underground was something that was actually done in this era. But if that's not the case, then I suppose I'll have to figure out what else to do. Game mode 3. I just want to see what's going on back here. Okay, we can't dig into the wall this way anymore. We can't dig into the wall. I guess we could dig into the wall this way a bit more. Okay, we can dig, what was that? 2 more blocks? This is the edge there. So we can just dig all this away. And we can utilize this space. See, we don't want to dig into this wall because this is the solid foundation for the Lord's residence. If you have a big gaping underground underneath it, it's going to cause a problem. See, this is just insinuated to be filled in. I'm just gonna put a wall there and say that's a solid back. But anyways, yeah, that's the point of that. So what can we put in here? Now that's the question. There's wood for peasants would use. I can't tell you how common however. So it definitely does exist. I can't tell you how common it was. Quite possible. Rats can't burrow through rocks. Is there a secret passage for the Lord to get to his mistress? Yeah, I read that most castles didn't dig them underground, but it was done in some regions. Why do you have a granary, or are you trolling? Why do you have a granary? Are you trolling? Probably because most castles aren't built on rocks big enough to do so. Tarago, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so what we need to do is this kind of brainstorming session and decide what are we going to put in this area here. Do I want to... see, this is right underneath the kitchen, so we need to figure out what's gonna happen with all this. Also, I need to texture the walls, and it's all going to be nice, light walls. I'm not going for the really grungy underground type thing, so, well, it's gonna be kind of grungy, but I really like this style over here, with the diorite and bricks. Like, it just livens it up. It makes it feel so much nicer than what it could be. So this is definitely where I want to go with this, and I need to figure that out. Okay, good, that is lower, so we can make vaulted ceilings in here, no problem. We'll probably use the plaster method as well for in here. Alright, there we go. I'm staying up late today, gonna hang out for a while. Oh, awesome, Tarago. Great to hear. I would never. Pool of water. Spectre, very sweet. I'm staying up late. Okay. I try to keep up to date with everybody. Alright, so I'm finding it's actually more efficient for me to just destroy the block and then just put it back. Because with the replace tool, it's really glitchy. Like, it takes forever. Well, maybe, I don't know. Can I do fast on the server? No, I can't. Okay, so the server has set limits. So, by the way, guys, I'm not sure if all of you are aware, but I am on the Darwin Reforged server. And if you do want to visit Lumiere and see it for yourself, you can just warp Lumiere and come see it. It's not my leg there, Eric. It's my my toe. My second toe in from the outside of my left foot. But it is doing better. I'm actually able to walk now. If I apply any pressure on it from the front, it does hurt a lot, but I'm able to actually walk on it comfortably without it spiking pain. Monday was terrible. Well, I guess Saturday, Sunday, and Monday was terrible. And even Tuesday, I went to work and didn't have a good time, but it's definitely feeling much better. But I thank you for asking. Appreciate that. I figured because of the risk of it exploding the walls when the enemies brought cannons, someone might want to check if it was calming down. You won't have that issue on my server, hint. So why the long break? The long break, there was a few reasons why I had left for a while. There was a culmination of stresses that was going on, and actually here, plot, deny, unicorn. I'm not sure if that worked. Okay, good. So I do have plot permissions. Nice. We're not creeping you by standing here, right? No, I don't mind you standing there. I just, I do mind the whole thing. I think, see, the replay mod does allow me to clip out players. So it does, like, even though it's like a mess of players running around in here, I think it'll be okay. Yes, it seems like perms are finally working, but I still would like people that are coming to visit Lumiere to be in spectator mode, at least while I'm building. Like, I don't mind them being in adventure mode when I'm not building, but when I am building, it is kind of, well, streaming and such. It is, see, like, same thing with what Unicorn Murder was just doing. It just can be annoying. Like, people can come by and cause all sorts of sound, and of course I can turn the volume off, but still it causes annoyances. But anyways. We're not creeping out. Sorry, my bad. Nice to hear that. Get better soon. But anyways, what I was saying about why I'd left is, yeah, it initially was because of a lot of stress that was going on in game, commitments and things that I was overreaching myself. And then on top of that, got a house, got a kid on the way, a lot of things on my mind. Kid's still on the way, by the way. That didn't change, but no. Yeah, so I've just been a lot on my mind. But I'm here now. I hope everybody is okay with that. Instructor Lord Red Ranger. Just standing there. Oh, that's kind of spooky. Why you know replace? You know, that's a good idea. The annoying thing with that, though, is I got to figure out the ID. I got to turn chat on for that. And, I don't know. See, I've always been just kind of like everything hand do kind of person. Like, it's always been my build style. Like, I don't like... I'm not a huge command person. I'm not huge on doing commands. I mean, this is the command I'm using, of course, but it's like a really simple command. Really easy to use. I've never been like one of those advanced world edit users. Like some people, like, you know, let's say Patrick's Craft, like he's like insane. Like he goes like really crazy into learning like all the different things you can do with world edit to make just, you know, unique things, like stuff like that. Like that's never been my style. Okay, not too bad. We're just texturing here underground, just getting it all set up for so we can start filling it in. You know what? Why am I? Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I need to get the info tool, and we're just gonna do this straight ahead. This would just be so much easier, which all you guys are saying, and it would greatly increase the speed at which we are doing this. So, tool info. All right, and that's 259.5, so we need to go ahead and grab some kind of tool. I'll grab this guy, and we'll do brush sphere 259.5, and we're going to mask 3514. I should have remembered that. All right, let's hope this works. Yeah. All right, well, this is going to greatly increase the productivity that is going on in this stream tonight. There we go. I like the look of all this. All right, too much free time maybe. As a wizard, still can't figure out how he does his procedural generation stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Not my expertise. I'm just gonna continue doing my very simply done hand doing things. Alrighty. Hopefully I'm not messing anything up by doing what I'm doing here. I don't think there'd be any way for me to, but alright, things are already looking much better. Alright, what server this is on? This is on the Darwin Reforged server. If you want to check out the server for yourself, do !server. That'll provide you with what you need to know to join the server. Well, actually it won't. You need the mod. You need the Conquest Reforged mod. Then again, you might have it already. Massive quick wheat fields with your one world edit video. Don't be acting like you're familiar with it. Well, see, that's something I learned. Like, I don't like learn these things on my own, which I'm sure a lot of people can say the same. But you know, I learned that from somebody else on the server when I made that tutorial. I was like, holy cow! Like, why don't I know about this already? And anyways, that's when I made the video on it, and glad I did. Okay, so what we need to figure out is how to fill in all down here. Somebody with some ideas. We need to decide how to, like, what to put in here. What would be in the cellars of the Lord's residence? Like, we need more pantries and things, but I think I'm going to do that as an offshoot here. Like, I'm going to cut through this wall, but that's going to be not on this video. This is not the Lord's residence. Like, that won't be, this is the only underground we're going to do for this episode. How do you mask? That's something you can figure out on a tutorial. It's just like a, I don't know, winery. I do already have a buttery. Would it make sense for a Lord's buttery? But I do have a buttery already. It's back in here. I feel like there's not enough wine down here though. That's why I need to figure out how to put more storage down here. Like, I feel like there's just a lot of hallways, but there's not enough like storage. There's a lot of ways to get everywhere, but there's no like big rooms. So I think that's actually a good idea. That's what we're gonna do in here. We're gonna make some kind of little, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna knock all that down. This is all gonna be up here, and then we're gonna have like a big thing there. We're gonna have big support beams going into the wall. And that will work like that. We knock all this back down here. This is, we can knock through that. Yes, we can. All right, so we'll go ahead and take care of that. We can't knock through one more layer though, so whoops, we're still good though. We're still good. I need some of that. I need the torch. There we go. The more room, the better. And maybe we can put a couple large racks in here. Lord's mother-in-law's private chambers. Not such a bad idea, actually. All right, so let's see there. We'll make another way to get down here, right there. And then this is going to be the main way down, right there. And I guess what we could do is some kind of table there or something. Or no, this is actually going to be an offshoot. Like, I'll make this into a doorway or something right there. So this actually will go somewhere. Just not sure yet. And this will be for a future episode of Lumiere. Ooh, where does that go? That is the prison of the guard tower. So nope, we're not going to go there. This is going to be a solid wall. So I don't know what's going to go here right now, but we'll figure that out later. For right now, we're going to cover that up. All right, good. Medicines, remedies, and equipment. All right, so let me write some of this stuff down here. Lord's esteemed wine collection. All right, wine collection. Let's see. I already have clothes washing somewhere else. Secret library. I'm just writing down the ideas on these signs. See you, Vigo man. Thanks for stopping by. Good old barrels of solid wheels to cover up the opening. Medicine. I already got all that stuff elsewhere. Dragon skulls of varying sizes. Ooh, that would be hard. We could make a larder of some sort. Trophy room, no. What other ideas? Keep giving me ideas here. What the heck? Stop it. Lots and lots of wine. Spare furniture. Ooh, that's a good one. Spare furniture. Alrighty. Keep giving me ideas. I will write them down. Hey, Toby. How you doing? Welcome. So let's go ahead and make the ground all of this color here. I need to turn chat back on. That is 273. I need my wand, or my thing. Flint axe is what I need. And we want to set all of this to 270.3. Beautiful. Tank, fish, fridge. Right, Ranger? You are the man. You know that? The man. All right, so what else can we do? I suppose, well, see, this is where the Elven cellar starts right there. I need to make it look like it's a solid, well, maybe what I could do is knock all that down and make this look like the humans like broke it down or something. And this is going to be the transition between the human cellars and the elven cellars. What have I been doing for the structural support structure? Structural support structure is, okay, so we've just been using these. So this actually is a pretty simple method of taking care of this. We're just gonna go back down here really quick. And I'm gonna grab this. And we're gonna do this. This is gonna be up here, right, like that. And that's gonna go like so. I like there to be a very common ground design. You know, it's like a very common design, so it all flows. Parchment maker, some magic artifacts. All right, let me get back to the signs. Okay, tank, fish, fringe. Magic artifacts. That's actually a really good idea because, well, this isn't going to be in this Cellars, but that actually goes with the lore to have artifacts. I do have medical ingredient storage room. I already have a torture chamber. Actually, I have a couple parchment maker. We don't need a parchment maker, but maybe a... Well, no, we don't want that either. Trophies plundered from crusades. Yeah, they'll be with the artifacts. Relics recovered from the Elven ruins. See, that's exactly what I was thinking, Moonfrey, is there would be relics from the Elven ruins. Now, what happened, the reason why Lumiere is so rich is because they sold a lot of those relics already. But we could say that a few of them, you know, maybe have been found after, like, the whole, you know, selling thing. But yeah, the reason why Lumiere is so rich is, number one, because they sold all these just incredible things that they found in the ruins. And also, since the land is so alive, like their crops, like there's something else. Anyways, Lumiere is rich because of several reasons, but it's mainly due to just how awesome everything, you know, how alive the place is. Man, I am really struggling with telling the lore right now. Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to do that and that, and we're going to have to take solid blocks like this and something like that. Maybe what I could do actually is take stair blocks and do this. And then we can make this all solid right there. So that way it looks like it's a step down. It still looks kind of awkward over there, but we'll fix that some other time. Right now, we're still trying to get this all sorted out. So that is our current goal. All right. They would have a large granary. See, that's the thing. How big you want to make the granary depends on casting hold out during a siege. 40 kilograms of grain, you can feed 5 people for like a month. Yeah, I know. I need to make a large granary. I realize that. It's just, the question is where and how. I think what's going to happen is because we don't have room under the Lord's Resonance to do this. So if we're going to make a granary, it's probably going to end up being in the underground episode when I punch into these walls and continue the Cellars. But right now, it just seems like this is not going to be a very good area to do so. At least that's how it is seeming to me. Alright, so we need to make some pretty solid mason work here because we do not want the floor caving in. So this is a pretty significant area here. It's holding up a lot of weight. So we need to make sure that it is supported. There we go. All the way across. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side as well. So these are like not going to be storage. It's just going to be like open spaces. And I got to figure out how exactly I'm going to make this all work out. But right now, I'm more worried about just other things. But we're getting there. We're getting there. And I think on this side, we'll do something like this. This is not... well, no, we can't do that. Because I need to vault these ceilings somehow. Up here, it's a little bit close, but, you know, since this is masonry here, it needs to have some type of vault to it so that the masonry doesn't fall through. If they do so have a large, select depending on how big you want it. Do you have a vault already? I do not have a vault yet. but I'm sure that is something we will see in the future. Coming soon to a castle near you. Alright, and I think I'm also going to go ahead and do this all the way across. I just feel like that is a good border block. We'll go ahead and put these here to continue that, and then we're going to go ahead and do these like so. Alright, so we're getting somewhere. Now what we need to do is use the plaster. I need to use white plaster. Wherever that is. White plaster, alright. That's exactly what I need. And we need to vault these ceilings somehow. Alright, so we're going to have to somehow design this. Actually, this is going to be pretty easy to do. This over here is going to be weird. But all of this should be pretty simple to design a vaulted ceiling. If you guys don't know what a vaulted ceiling is, it's basically just a, well, it's this. It's pretty much just making a divot in the ceiling, because if you guys are not aware, engineering-wise, arches have a far more structural integrity than say, oh, I don't know, let's just think outside the box here. Like, if you just have something, a flat support, depending on what it is, like if it's a steel beam, well, even steel beams, like ratio-wise, anything that's arched has a better support, is a better support structure. And so that's why they found that out actually during the Gothic period, or not the Gothic period. When they started doing Gothic architecture, they realized that, hey, vaults or arches are really a good way of supporting. If you haven't noticed, this Gothic architecture is really ornate, and so they needed a way to make it work, because obviously Gothic architecture wouldn't just work. Like they had to figure out how to make it all come together, and so they figured out that, hey, vaults and arches, like that's the way to do it. So obviously this is looking terrible, so I need to figure out how I want to do this. It needs to have this in the middle, this right here. So I need to figure out a way to arch this even more. Huh. So let's just kind of see what's going on. See, this is the problem there. I think I'm gonna have to lower these arches even more. I'm gonna have to lower these arches down to here, which is gonna look kind of weird, to be completely honest. But it's not really weird. I mean, it still looks nice. It'll look nice from this side at least, so I think we'll be okay. I mean, the Romans knew this sometime earlier, though. Yeah, I mean, it was like a rebirth of it, I suppose, when the Gothic architecture was born. Like a rebirth of arches. But yeah, I do know what you guys are saying. Domes and things. I think that there was a mall that the Romans had built. I remember watching a documentary about this, pretty specifically about this. And it was about a strip mall that they had built. And the whole design of this mall was centered around arches. And the documentary was saying that it was like new to them. Like they were like, oh wow, so we have arches, so let's just, you know, make this whole thing out of arches and things. And it turned out really well for them. Why is this not working for me? Goodness gracious, I'm talking too much and I'm not really putting much thought into what I'm doing. It's really bothering me right now. So let's see. What did I do down here? Really not much, actually. Okay, I mean, it's not super important to go all out on this, but just go back here and we gotta make these vaults work out. You know, I could just use, oh no, I don't want to use that. Huh. I guess that's okay. I mean, it's an all right looking vault. Maybe just lower the floor 1 or 2 blocks. That's actually a great idea. We could do that. I'm not going to be able to vault in here. I'm going to have to figure out a way to utilize this area. Like maybe there still needs to be stone up there. I don't know. What else is based on arches? Bridges, most large doors, gates, aqueducts. Yes, yes. So yeah, aqueducts for sure. But that definitely shows that arches, you know, is a pretty significant architectural feature to support large amounts of weight. But yeah, in my opinion, Gothic architecture is it's most prevalent, like it's most recognizable to me. Okay, so let's keep bringing this around like that. Throw this bad boy in there. And put that right like that. And this is looking like a mess. We're getting there, guys. We are getting there. Okay, you're gonna have to come down 1 block to about right there. Do that. But did you know that South American civilization developed a different kind of arch? Thinking. Different kind of arch. I don't know, Kurgan. Tell me what kind of different kind of arch that they did. Because I'm trying to remember their architecture, but I can't really think of what exactly you're referring to. I would give you the same look as before with the arches. It would give you this. Okay, maybe just lower the floor 1 or 2 blocks. Yeah. Alright, so let's lower these just a little bit more. Something like that. Get across there. And we'll do the same thing like that. We are going to have railings here as well. It's not actually needed. We don't need railings here. Only the Inca out of them. The Maya and Aztecs were the truly South American. Maybe use glazed terracotta somewhere. Glazed terracotta. Oh yeah, that magenta. That's definitely something that's Lumiere-ish. We already have a block of that. I could definitely use this stuff. I will definitely be using maybe the green, even like the blue, green, and red throughout maybe the Lord's residence upstairs. I'll go check out what you're talking about there, Kurgan. I need to change my mouse really quick. Go to the other screen. Oh, interesting. So it's like a pyramid arch. Cool. Okay. Let's keep this going. I'm really bothered by this. Why is this so weird? Oh, it's because of that down there. How do I want to deal with this? How do I want to deal with this? It is the question of the day. And we'll do something similar to that over here as well. I'll be doing this. It's like a little support structure to keep it all flowing together properly. There we go. We will be having the storage along this wall over here, so it'll look okay, I think. I would prefer the support pillars to jut out a little bit more, but I don't want to get in the way of the detailing. I've been trying to think of ideas for cellar basement ideas since you first asked. I'm tapped out. I'm tapped out. How do you type and found so fast? Okay, so I need to set this space again with that stone. I think it was that. There we go. Very nice. I'm not completely happy with this room. I think it might be this straight line here that is the problem. So let me remove all of that. And also, I think what I'm going to do is remove all of this, because I feel like having the sectional look makes it feel a little bit odd. But if we kind of remove all of that and stick to the just natural stone look, like I will be mixing in some other textures to make it look nice, but I feel like that will look better. Whoops. But I do feel like this will look better. Yes. I can see that working a little bit better. How do I stop being in ghost mode? I randomly got stuck in it. Game mode 1. I am using the Conquest Reforged mod, Sadie. Is that interior? Yes, we're working on the cellars right now underneath the Lord's residence. Gotta get her done. Alright, so up here. Oh, we still need to do this area here. Okay. I do like the idea of continuing this along the top edge, though. I feel like that is at least a nice little thing to do. And it would be nice to jut this out a little bit more, something like this. Almost like little corbels sticking out to hold up the arches. It gives us a little bit more depth on the walls. So yeah, something like that I think would look nice, or does look nice. I like that. And then we need to move that over there and then put that right there. It is going to get in the way, though, of putting storage in. Hey, Genova, how you doing? Welcome. All right. We'll throw all that in there. I wonder, can I utilize that space any better? Okay, never mind. I can't do that. Maybe what I could do is stick a little... that's not going to look any good either. Saying like a little peephole of sorts there, but can't really do that there either, so never mind. I just was wondering if that might look good. See, I'm going to do that, so there's a landing here. You land right there, and then you walk down like that. There's a little break off here, and then there needs to be a stair there, like so. And then also right here. And then there's going to be the shelves along here. So let's go ahead and grab our shelving things now. I think it was the no, not the arch. What is that block called? I need to find the wood. Oak wood. And this. Wooden supports is what I was looking for. Okay, I'm not sure if I want to make shelves all the way along this whole wall, but it looks like I'm already going for that, so we'll just go with it. And then we need board
Maybe these will work. And we'll just do boards all the way across the wall. That gives us a lot of storage space. And we'll do that. Alrighty, so we're already getting somewhere. Don't worry too much about stairs. Many castles had stairs that try to kill you. The cellar under the king's chamber. Yes, it's under the lord's residence. And I need to figure out how to support this right here. How to support the floor. And it can't make the stairs any steeper. They have to be like that. So we kind of have a little bit of a problem here, I would think. A little bit of a problem. Maybe I could do this. Saddy93, thank you for that follow and welcome to the Red Clan. Great to have you. Maybe just something like this. Just a nice, soft gradient. Like that. So it has a little bit of lean into the wall. It must be stone arches. I could do this. Could do this maybe. This is the only option I can think of. Is making little arches like that. Maybe one right here as well. We'll do that across. And I guess one here as well. Maybe every one needs an arch. But yeah, I do agree with you 100%. There definitely needs to be arches. Maybe this is a little bit too cluttered though. But I don't know what else we could do. I'm gonna go ahead and do this here, so that way we can still have that little bit of step down there. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yes, I actually just designed that, Genova. This is a little reservoir down here. I need to further develop the idea, but there is a well here. I do want this to be more over, like in the middle. But we run into it. Well, not really. I could still do that. I'll just have to work out with the conflictions. I have to work out how to get that to work, but that could work. I could do that. Make the well right there. But the problem with that would be is I couldn't put it there. So they'd have to come down, fetch the water and things. It's so deep I couldn't even see the bottom. I want to pick up the German castle where I took last year. Oh really, it was that deep. When in doubt, add more arches. Yes, you know it. You know it. Oh man, you gotta add so many torches. Goodness gracious. I feel like we're adding these arches everywhere. But it does, in a way, it adds a nice little, you know, connects everything. And what we could do is maybe even punch out these walls and utilize the space for storage. I think that's the only thing that makes sense. And also what we would need to do, like, I can't really, I don't think it, maybe we can just use these instead. Just something like that. Because otherwise we're gonna start having some problems, I imagine. Well, maybe instead of arches, we could do this, maybe. Like this. I think that looks better. Yeah, that looks better. And we can utilize this space for like crates or barrels or just whatever we can think. So yeah, I think that's actually looking pretty nice. We can make that work. And then again, I still need to figure out what to do in this area here. Would this work if I just did arches like that? No, I don't like that because I want to be able to put stuff here. That's kind of my design purpose. So I think what I'm going to do is just use stairs like this. And we're going to not do the whole arch thing there. Okay. Festing, costing, that's it. It's a fortress. Castle did you visit? I stood on the stone plateau, so it was really high up. Non-flooded caves beneath the castle as well. Problem is that he has non-flooded caves beneath the castle as well. Yes. Okay, so let's continue this arch thing going on. Put that over here as well. But I want to put something there, like this is going to be a placeholder for now. What I'm going to do here, but something just like a little bit fancier. Something like that. That actually might be what we're gonna do. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for that follow. Looks like a nightmare to attack. Okay. So, structural work is getting there. I'm getting happier with it, but I'm still not happy with it. I need to continue to design this so that we are happy with it. I think what we could use down here, maybe this would look better. I feel like, no, if we do that, it's going to be too many textures going on, and it's going to clutter it up too much. Especially with that brick. That really does it, so we can't really go much more than that. But we still need to continue with the what I call like, well, not the color, the palettes that we have up here. Like even with this stuff, we need to keep going with that stuff. We need to keep going with, you know, the mixed in bricks. Ooh, totally forgot about those arches. Need to keep going with that. But yeah, so let's get back down here. And we also need that broken diorite as well. So let's get back down here. And I think what we're gonna do is just like break everything up so that it's not all just diorite, not just all brick or whatever. Always keep it diverse so that way the palette looks constant and interesting. And like right here, like along the tops, it just looks nice to have a little bit of ornate features going on. At least I think that looks good. And we'll do another one of these here. Put the arch, well not the arch, but we'll put this up there. And we need to put that up there. Okay, anyways, let's go around and just add in a little bit of diorite to all of this. There we go. I'm surprised to be sure, but a welcome one. Thunder Hunter, how you doing, man? Great to see you. You're making too many rooms, gonna run out of ideas. I disagree. We're not really making too many rooms. We just need to, we're trying to fill in space. Like, we need all these rooms because the Lord's residence is, you know, it's a pretty significant deal here. And I just feel like it's important to have lots of separations down here and things to keep it interesting. Like, I don't like there just to be one room or, you know, bigger collective rooms. I find smaller, more intricate and interesting things going on adds more to a build. Okay, and in here, I think what I'm going to do is kind of what I did in, well, maybe not. This is kind of funky in here. Maybe, yeah, we're just gonna plaster it. I'm just gonna plaster it. That's just the easiest thing to do. And grab some plaster and some stairs and a normal block of that, and also trapdoors. It's funny we still call them trapdoors, or I still call them trapdoors. Alright. Do that all the way along. Man, we just fell down into the pit. There we go. I don't feel like maybe we can just do that instead. There we go. That actually looks really nice. I like that. What about cold storage? I already have that. All Google Maps stand on 60 seconds. Okay. Where else was I doing? I guess we need to add in some... That's not going to look very good. Or is it? I think that this has a potential of actually working in here. I mean, it's a pretty significant room. It's the well for the Lord's residence, so I think it makes sense to have sort of like an ornate masonry feature in here. I don't know. Realistically, it doesn't make sense, but aesthetically, I like it. Definitely need to have lots of different textures going on. Keep it interesting. Let's just do a little bit more of that. Put that right there, that right there. I guess we need to keep this going up here as well. And there we go. Okay, maybe you said a bad word. I wrote this. Yeah, you back. What are you doing? Goodness gracious, what's going on in my chat? There's a place called Fatal Cliff on the Great Blasket Island, Ireland. Fatal Cliff in Ireland. Huh. Doesn't sound like a good cliff to live nearby. I feel like it is a doomed cliff. Okay. Alright, so I am liking what's going on here. Still not completely sure what I'm going to do with the ceiling up there. We'll get there eventually, I suppose. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to cross it. And I think I'm going to remove that and do this maybe. Does that look better? To have it go fully across like it is? Or does it look better the other way? I feel like this works a little bit better. I like it going all the way across because otherwise it looks like a clump. And then I feel like it doesn't work as well. And I do like this. Okay. I feel like it, even though it was related to what Decon's doing. I want you to give permission to send the Google Map links again. Sounds metal. I don't really like this though. I don't like how this is connected in the middle. I wonder if there's any other way to accomplish what I'm trying to do there. That's definitely not the way I wanted to go. That actually is a little bit closer. Maybe this. No, don't like that. I'm trying to find a way to make it connect a little bit more subtly. No, definitely not that. I don't know. I feel like this is the only option we have since it's a too wide deal going on here. Okay. Keep the outlines of the arches another block. The outline of the arch is another block. Are you saying this right here? I've been trying to follow the brick palette. Are you saying just for in here? Like change just these to something different. Like maybe what I could do is make these arches a different texture. Because I think that's the problem in here is the brick is a little bit too much. Maybe I could go, this would probably not even be any better. But it's worth a try, I suppose. Let me try this. It's a little bit more mild. But no, I don't like that either. Maybe some kind of solid stone. The limestone could do. Goodness, what am I doing? Okay. Let's try arch. The brick does look rather out of place. You could also make it one smooth long arch. No, I don't want to do that. But I do want to try to find possibly another block that we could use for the arch in here. Preferably a smooth material. Andesite would be too dark. Diorite is a possibility. Light clay is a possibility, actually. Let's give this a quick try. That actually works. I like that. It doesn't, like it's not too crazy out there. So I think this one might work. We'll have to look at and see what it looks like from standing back here. I think that's a little bit better. And then also there is the possibility of using a railing in here, maybe oak railings. Not that you can fall through these openings, but I feel like having railings just gives it a little bit more something going on down here. No, that definitely doesn't look very good. We'll just keep the railings out of it and go with that. I do think that maybe adding a little bit of, you know, something like this, just a little bit of depth accompanying these little archways, I think would be a good idea. What do we think of that? All right, so now we need to add the texturing in. So I think that that's going to make a huge difference as to what we are seeing right now before us. Adding in a little bit of texture is going to make a big difference. So let's just do that right quick and see what happens. And we need to add in a little bit of stone brick, just kind of wherever we can think. Just kind of wherever we feel like it should go. Happy little textures, just kind of, you know, making friends together. There we go. I like the look of that. Maybe a little bit down here as well. One more right there. Okay. It needs to be OSHA approved though. At the roof where it dips down, where one arch kind of steps and the next starts, you can make it another block. Talking about the white plaster. At the roof where it dips down, you could make it another. I'm talking about the. You're talking about these right here, the corbels. Are you saying that they should be a different block? And if so, do you have a suggestion? There's a whole armor set in Burgelt's go Kalkum in Germany for a guy that was 2 million. Goodness gracious, $2 million. Hey, if you have that money to spend, you know, all power to you. But yeah, I don't have that money to spend. I do absolutely not. I am a poor fellow. Okay, there we go. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing over here in terms of storage. go ahead and do that there and that there. And this will just give us a lot of storage space down here. And who knows what we're gonna decide to put in these racks, but and we're gonna maximize the space. So like if we need to take out a couple trapdoors and replace it with a crate or something, we can do that. It's just like you got to be tactful with it and know exactly what you're doing, because obviously some of these trapdoors would get in the way, and well, we don't want to get in the way. All right, I'm gonna bring this down one more here. I feel like doing this will better manage the space that we have. I will be getting back to chat here real soon. Just give me one more second as I'm trying to get this put together. I keep losing light because I keep destroying where the light is. Okay, that's looking better. Doesn't mean we don't want it back. 1 meter is 1 black. Let's see, try and stop long ago. Yep, it did. 2 meter decon. Where's Crime? There's a whole armor set. To be fair, he probably would have never finished it even if he brought it back, but still. Oh, goodness. Good old Crime. Okay, so I am thinking that even though I think that this would actually look kind of nice here. You know, I think that having it everywhere is a bad idea, but having a little bit there on the end and then maybe doing something similar to what we did here, back here. I think it just adds a little bit of color, makes it look a little bit nicer. Maybe we could use that gray stone again. I feel like it's too abrupt with the travertine. But yeah, something like that I think looks kind of nice. Maybe a little bit of this up top. Well, actually, no. The circles kind of work together like that. Make a bricked up room at the end full of skeletons. I feel like that should be for another day. If we do decide to do something secret in any of this area, that should be for another day. Right now, we're just trying to get the plain and simple done. And then once we get the plain and simple, then we can start branching out and doing some like neater things. But not a bad idea. Not a bad idea to have like a secret room or something. And we also got to come up with the design for this well in here for the apparatus. Loyalty badges? I didn't know you could have loyalty badges. Welcome to Seabridge 2.0. Oh man, that would be really great. I would love that. Seabridge 2.0. It's been in the plans, but it's something that's, we'll just say, in the plans. It's, to happen, will take a lot. A lot of stress. Okay, how do I want to do this? I suppose we could just put that right there and call that a day. That's good. Why don't we talk about crying and give us an answer? Crying is not coming back. But yeah, if ever Seabridge comes back, it'll not be the original Seabridge. It will be Seabridge 2.0. The way that, as I built the original Seabridge, the lore developed into that. And a lot of you probably don't even remember what Seabridge is. And I don't blame you guys one bit, because that's quite a ways back there. Quite a ways, quite a time ago, so. It was great while it lasted, but that is about it. Seabridge, who is that? But it was a great time. Like, when I opened it up to people, like, I gotta say, that was on top of the Duconia. When I had done Duconia with everybody, that was, with that, like, my favorite times in Minecraft. I just had so much fun with it, like being with, like being with people. Like it was just really cool. But like I met people through that, and just you cultivate relationships and things, and it's a lot of fun. Okay. So to flesh, this will burn. The best things are the huge projects where you did the time-lapse updates where you show what was built. Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing right now for Lumiere, is doing time-lapse. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I've seen this design before. I need the wheel. It's a big doggone wheel. And the wheel will go right here. Dr. Potato, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. Yeah, the wheel will go right here. I think this is the correct way to make this wheel. Oh, nope, wrong way. Has to come up from the other way. Yay, okay, so now we gotta do all those again. It's gonna have to be a smaller wheel. I can't make a wheel that big. That would seriously be a detrimental thing. So maybe what I can do is do it like this. Okay, there we go. And then what we need is a hopper, or maybe a beam, or something. I had to figure out how to use the metadatas and biomes as efficiently as possible. Yeah, glad that's over. Is that it? Is he? Will's God, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. There was a tutorial in the beginning on how to build a castle. Now we never know how to build one. Well, the thing with Lumiere, what do you guys feel, or how do you guys feel that I've been doing with this? Because this is supposed to be tutorial style somewhat. It was supposed to be a tutorial. I definitely started out Lumiere as a tutorial. But I do realize that maybe I've been getting off from that a little bit. Which I did not intend. Rope. Okay, so what we need is this. It looks just so big. It's so big, man. All right, and then what we need is the rope to actually go down the hole a little bit, but we're not gonna go all the way down. We're just gonna go that far for now. It's great, but definitely not a tutorial. I mean, it's great, but definitely not a tutorial. Pretty long tutorial. Well, it's like it shows the process, like how to build. Like I've been trying to do this series to demonstrate, you know, this is how I've done this. And that's kind of how I feel like I've been doing pretty good with that. Like if you watch the whole series, I feel like it's one of those series where I can confidently say, you know, I've been doing a fairly okay job. Give me a second here. Gosh. Okay, there we go. There's one. And then we need the other one right there. Okay. Anyways, I feel like it's a fairly good representation of how to build a castle, or build a manor house thing. Okay, so I need some kind of 3D model that is horizontal. Oh, I know. We could use something like this, maybe. No, it has to be the other way. I don't know. Whatever. That'll have to do. You did a lot of the tutorial. You did a lot of the tutorial. I don't think you should show block by block. You allow people to get inspiration from you, but you showed us the beginning steps pretty clear. Good, good, good. A guide, yes, a guide. Oh gosh, what am I gonna do here? Let's do some beams, maybe. A beam. Oh, let's do it this way. Okay, this looks terrible. What am I doing? See, what I'm trying to represent here is that when you turn this wheel, it's through a thing of gears, gets up to here, and then it lifts and lowers this. And I'm failing at this attempt. What am I trying to do here? I need to make some kind of apparatus back here that holds the wheel somehow. I feel like what I did there with the weapon racks is a pretty good representation. Keep it simple. I agree. But what do we do to represent the rope? I feel like the block is a little bit too crazy. Maybe what I need is this instead of the beam. And then we need the beam actually underneath. Gosh. No! There we go. You can walk through it. Okay. Isn't there a rope painting now? A rope painting? What? I haven't heard of that. Let's see. I've never seen a tutorial where a guy trying to teach people how to build. Ask for their ideas. You don't allow the tutorial though, and I think you should. So there's a guy, yes. I don't even know what happened to Seabridge. I don't have the files or anything for it, so I can't show Seabridge even if I wanted to. Okay, so this is not working. I don't like that there, so we gotta do, if we're gonna do this, we gotta do this, like that. Not my preferred method, but I'm not quite sure how to represent this. Goodness, cat, go away. I feel bad for telling my cat to go away, because he's just wants attention. Actually, no, he wants food. That's what he wants. Raven has them. Remove the long wall. Oh gosh, what am I gonna do here? Somehow I need to make this work. So replace the beam wall on the right with the rope wall. There's a rope wall? Ooh, there is a rope wall, but it doesn't connect to anything. You can't connect this to anything. That kind of is a problem. I mean, I could do this, but that still doesn't look very good. And I still want to figure out a way to connect the wheel to this. Can you not place it sideways? Yeah, I can't place it sideways. Oh gosh. I shouldn't be failing this bad. I mean, I feel like I'm overthinking this, and that's what's causing me to kind of have a hiccup on it. It shouldn't be this difficult. I would remove everything and start over. Yeah, let's do that. Start over. I think that that is a fantastic idea, Vasa. Absolutely great idea. Okay, so I'm gonna go look up well design images. Let's see here. Underground well design. Maybe that will be a better source. There's nothing. It's all like futuristic stuff. So let's do medieval underground well design. Still nothing. All right, so this is not working out. Here's what I was trying to say. All right, let me check out what Genova is saying. Vaulted ceilings. Oh, with the little cross sections. Yeah, it's too big for that, isn't it? It's too big though. All right, see you around soon there, Ragnarsson. Thanks. Well, have fun picking up your sister. But yeah, hopefully we'll see you back soon. Okay. Anyways, Gersh. I don't want there to be this massive rope block for this right here. It just doesn't look good. But I don't know what other option there is. I guess there is this option. We could use this block. But still, that's not... It doesn't connect to that. Calagath! Oh, wow. It's been a while since I've seen you, but welcome to the stream. But then again, I've been gone for so long. Let me come in there and show you what's up. Oh my gosh. Let's try a beam in here. Well, these are the wrong color beams. I don't want those beams. I want the darker color beams. There we go. Any link, Geneva, can you pass another? But yeah, it has been a long time, Calagath. It's really great to see you again. Attach to the block wall and put a rope connecting with the hanging one. Okay, place the rope block attached to the back wall and put a rope connecting with the hanging one. What if we did this? Terrible looking. What if we just went ahead and did a whole apparatus here like so? I can't raise the ceiling at all, unfortunately. It's the same length. Oh, fine. Much better. And technically, well, I still do want the wheel, but I just don't see how we're gonna get a wheel to work in here. It's just a small room. And it makes it really difficult to try to design anything in here. Because I want to do this. Ooh. Maybe this will work. Maybe what I could do is put that... I need some kind of 3D block though. Maybe we could do this block here. There we go. That looks like something. And then they would turn the wheel. If night... Okay, let's try this. I'm seeing a possibility here, but you gotta kind of walk around it to make it work, and that's kind of a big deal. Yeah, this just gets too much in the way at that point. So what if we just did this without the whole apparatus thing? Maybe put that over there somehow, something like that. Maybe like this. Wait, like that. And then we could do the rope. Goodness. It's gonna look terrible in the replay. What I'm doing here, just spending so long on this little section. Okay, so what I need is this to go there. And then that to go there. What if we did that? So that way you have the crank to operate that. I think that that has the possibility of working right there. I do want this to look a little bit better though. Like I feel this apparatus in general could have a little bit more schnazz to it. And this is gonna be too much. I just feel like there could be more of a connection right there. And of course we could have cauldrons back here. Not cauldrons. Let's try just little things of water. Let's try that. A little bucket back there. Maybe something like that. Well, no, that's going to be up at the clothes washing room. Don't need that here. What else would be where... What else would be back here? Maybe a vase. One of these things. One of the larger amphoras. But any ideas of what else would be back here, guys? I guess a lamp would make sense back here. We can take out that torch finally. No, that looks terrible. I don't like that. Not one bit. I think what we're going to do is just put a candle back here and make a little place in the wall for it. Something like that, maybe. Oh, yeah, that's actually not terribly bad. Put that right there. So there's a little bit of light back here, but I still don't like that in particular. That maybe. It's blocking here. Are there no sideways pillars? I mean, I know it is blocking the entrance. There's only one way to avoid that, I think. And that's by moving that over to there. I really like this, but let's see what happens if we do this. Let me grab you, and we're gonna do move 1, V. And then we need to take this and go straight across like that. Or maybe like this. And then this would be the hole right there. Close that up. And then we can take that like so. What do you guys think of that? Cannot block the entrance if you remove the entrance. Okay, anyways, I think that is a little bit better. I'm liking this a little bit more now. But you can't really turn it now, but I guess it can be implied that it turns. Hoping you all stream in more accessible time for you. I know exactly. I've been saying that to Calagath, and I apologize for the inconsistency with the European time zone, but I will be more consistent on, well, actually, no, not even Saturday. Usually weekends I'm more consistent on time. My times that I stream, but it's just kind of hard for me this week. Especially on weekdays, it's never really going to happen. Like, it's always going to be me streaming at inconvenient times. But like I said, hopefully in the future we can I can do some more convenient streams. Okay, I think that this is working. I kind of like this room. I don't like this. How are we gonna light this room though? Like, I feel like there needs to be a candle in here. Anything more than a candle is just too much. So maybe a candle back here, maybe. Ew, that's terrible. Let's just do a normal candle there. And then we'll do a invisible lighting. We'll do medium. And we'll toss that right there. Hopefully that'll disappear. It does disappear. I know it does. Okay. You definitely don't want anything in the room that can contaminate the well. Yeah. Well, hopefully a candle will not contaminate the well. Okay, so I need to put that like that. Okay. And I need to get in there. Very good. Okay, so I like that now. Kind of. I'm still not fully on board with this apparatus. It might just be the type of wood that I use. Let's try a different type of wood. Like, let's try the oak. I think the oak might have a better look for in this room. maybe birch, actually. Because I think the oak still isn't really what I like for in here. Yeah, let's try birch. Wait, that's what I have. No, it's not. That's not what I intended. Okay. What did I do wrong? Just seems like different lighting. Anyways, I can't spectate and watch your streams. The difference in making this making me confused. When Ducon does not notice my one message that is directed towards him. Oh goodness. All right. So yeah, since I end up making bus detail for a wall, if you ever need another one, here's a design I made. Let me check that time. See, that's I apologize for missing someone's chat. Oh, I like that, Genova. Very nice. But yeah, exactly. If I do end up missing a message that somebody sends me, please let me know so that I can look back in chat and see what I missed. Because I don't mean to miss people's messages. There we go, a little crate right there. Not too bad. This room overall, I would say, looks pretty good. Pretty darn good. I'm trying to decide if I want to. Let's see. What do I want to store down here? I think I'm just gonna do crates. I'm just gonna do a mixture of crates and things. Unless if you guys have more specific ideas, like we got wine collection, secret library, larder, spare furniture. But there's really nothing on that list that stands out to me to being something like really different. Maybe some tools down here. Oh, we need a broom. Well, that's an axe. We need a broom. Always need brooms. Need brooms everywhere. There we go. I returned! Welcome back. Progression to make good night bot, I think. Even if it's a good night. Remove the wood on the left side. Remove the wood on the left side. That's it right there. What would I do without you? Vasa, you are amazing. But now I need to put something there. Well, no I don't actually. I always feel like I need to put something in an empty space, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's not necessary. All right, so what to put down here? We can put a sack of something. We could also put like maybe a piece of furniture down here that's not being used. So like maybe like just empty shelves. Something like that, possibly. And then maybe empty shelves on the bottom and then maybe like a cabinet type thing on the top. Something like that. But then it doesn't really look like... Here, let's actually do this. What do you think about that? So that way it looks like it's a piece of furniture that's being stored there, and maybe we can put a chair next to it. I really want that. Okay, good. That's what I wanted. And then right next to it, we could put a chair, maybe. So like a chair like that, so that it looks like it's, well, maybe like that. Or like that. Yeah, like that. I think that looks pretty good. And then maybe a couple chairs kind of scattered around in here. Just kind of like this. So it looks like they are storing chairs down here. So maybe just 4 chairs. I really think that actually looks kind of nice. You know, just having random furniture around. Looks like it belongs in a church for some reason. And we can have more furniture down here too. It would make sense for it to be more empty on the empty side though. So like, you know, maybe they have empty wine holder things. Whatever they are. Maybe a clothes rack up here. Well, that one's obviously being used. Obviously, that's not going to work. I don't know. Well, maybe we could do that, actually. Makes it look like it's supposed to be there for something. quality doesn't mean detail everything. Do come put everything everywhere. Detail everything. Do come put everything everywhere. Yeah, well, we all have different styles. Before I go and lurk for a bit, do we have any other Conquest Reforged builders in here that stream on Twitch? Actually, that's a good good point there, Rect. Is there any other streamers in chat right now? Any of you streamers? I mean, I agree. I definitely agree with what you said about Red Ranger and Pat, for sure. But I've just always been. I like to put detail everywhere. I guess it's a fault of mine. I don't know. But it's just something I like to do. I'm gonna put more candles in here. Where would another candle look nice in this area? I guess it would look nice to have a candle right about here, maybe. See, I really wish I could put candles on those, but no, you can't. So I need some invisible light. I always put invisible light next to candles because they just simply don't have enough power to them. Yeah, there we go. Not looking too shabby. Reloading the stream by doing so. Huh. 3 total views on my channel. Alright, Tarago, thank you for stopping by. Have a great night. And hopefully we'll see you back sometime soon. But yeah, you go to bed. I am sure it is late where you are. How about a little bench just kind of thrown there in the corner? Something like that. There needs to be something there. Maybe I can... No, I don't want to do that. Nope, there doesn't need to be anything there. Yeah, I'm just kind of storing anything I can think of down here because this is... Well... Underneath the Lord's residence, he needs to have places to put things. All of his valuables. Alright, and let's go down this way. I suppose that ceiling looks alright. I'll go ahead and do that. Give us a little bit more variation there. Raid Fortnite streamers. Finding one to raid last night. Hey, yeah, I definitely, that happens to me quite a bit. A lot of the times, I do admit I forget to raid, but sometimes when we do, I try to find somebody, but it is sometimes really difficult because there aren't exactly a surplus of streamers on Twitch. Or there isn't exactly a surplus. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I am going to make this something a little bit different. So that way we can utilize the space down there a little bit more. Like I want to put stuff at the bottom of the racks too. I'm just gonna keep doing this. I want to put stuff down here. I feel like that's a forgotten space. Now, what would make sense to put down there is the question. And then we can go ahead and put this all the way along the bottom, I suppose. I feel like down there would collect water more so than other places. So I imagine where, for whatever reason, there's that little bit of detail there, so we just need to cover that up. It probably goes down to some part of the crypt down below. Here we go. Whoops, I accidentally destroyed that. Put that back. And then I also want to get some of that down there. I'm just gonna put some crates down in here to cover that up. We'll just do something like that, and then we'll put maybe that right there. We need to have full blocks of everything. Put that right there, yeah. And can we put any? No, we can't put anything on top of that. I will be streaming for the next hour and a half or so. Whoa, how long have we been streaming? 2 hours, all right. We need to relog. I feel like that's kind of like a useless replay because we've been like pretty much doing nothing. Oh man, I'm such a slow builder. Why not lower the ground? You know what? I might as well just do that. Vasa, see, that's why I need you here. To give me obvious advice. You know, just tell me exactly. Oh, I forgot. I don't have the replace tool on. Because I'm not going to think of it myself. I need you here to tell me, you know, this is something super obvious, but for some reason I just can't think of it. But yeah, with you know, people that just hear and just stating the obvious sometimes just really is a neat thing. Like, it helps me think. I guess that's not going to work. Maybe we could do a couple half slab crates right there to cover up those things, and then maybe a little bit of rope. Well, no, I don't think rope would do good there. Maybe some chain. Some chain just laying there on the floor like that. Maybe a little bit lower. Maybe we could do that instead. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Captain Obvious, at your service. Let's get this bread. Big brain, very smart guy. That move, right? Barrels. Yeah, we'll have barrels in here. Yeah, let's just use those barrels somewhere. Where are they? The barrels, the round ones. Where are they? I feel like I'm looking right at it. Oh, there we go, right there. Wow, that texture is so... wow. Okay. Let me see. Where could we put... Maybe what we could do is section off maybe right here and make this into just barrels. Something like that. And then we can do this like so. And then we could also do this, going this way, and do that. All right, what do you guys think of that? So it makes it a little bit diversified. So there's something a little bit more going on. And then we can use those wheels. We don't need to use all of these like that. Maybe we can do this and close up a few of the backs of these barrels, something like that. And then we could continue filling in a couple of those like that. What do you guys think of that? More barrels. I don't know about having a shelf fallen over, but you know, I do like this, having like the shelves diversified. Maybe removing this up here and maybe putting something there instead. Or maybe even we could do some of this type of shelving, like maybe some spice racks in here somewhere. Now, where would we do spice racks? Maybe we could just do it right here. Make it really simple. Like something like this. I don't like how the edge is like that, so I feel like I would need to do something like that. And And then something like this as well to make it fully work as I want it to. Yeah, I say that actually looks kind of nice. Just have lots of bottles and things there. Okay, now what else can we do? Yeah, the ladder. We can do a ladder. Whoops, I don't know what I did there. Ladder, there we go. And we could do right here maybe. One higher. There we go. All right, so we have a ladder in here. Now we can just go ahead and start throwing in a lot of different things. Whatever we can think of. I don't want weapons in here. Like maybe we can do some spools of cloth, possibly. So usually cloth is represented through using wool. Green is a little bit too much. I think we can do brown, gray, like dark gray, maybe black. And we can just kind of represent it like this. Just put like that right there. That back. Maybe this, and then maybe a smaller bit right there, black. Possibly. Under the Lord's residence. Yes, working on a storeroom. I like the ladder to get the higher shelves. Okay. Yes, okay. An obligatory swordfish. Oh my. Alright, so let's throw a button there and there. Gives us a little bit more detail going on. I suppose the wool would be more in crates and things, but we'll go with that for now. A workbench type thing right there. Maybe a table. Again, we can go back to the idea that there's some furniture being stored down here. So we could do something like this. A table that's just kind of sitting down here. And then maybe a crate back here in the corner. That kind of crate, maybe right there. And maybe some clothes racks somewhere. Not that there's anything on the clothes racks, but maybe we could just put something like that right here. Where there's already something underneath it. Just adds a little bit of variation. And then I would really like there to be something here. What could we put here? Doop-de-doop-de-doop. Not any furniture, it would seem. Let's go over here to the details. Maybe we could put a shulker box of some sort. Definitely not that one. I don't really want there to be something as obvious as that. Oh, actually, this might work. This might work actually quite well. It doesn't look good on this side, though. Got to keep that there. Ah, so annoying. I wonder if there's any block that looks like that wood board. I guess there is this type. I don't like any of that. I don't know. If you remove the in between shelves, you can put more things there. Make it look more solid. But it adds support. Like, if we don't have those, it makes it look more like it's just hanging there. And I don't want these shelves to just hang. We're being smart about it. Like, I'm trying to put crates there and things to make it look like it works. So like here, I'm gonna use a crate. And then on this side of it, we could use, I don't know, a pot or something. Where is that pot that I like to use? Aha, there it is. And use the pot right there. And then maybe an amphora or two somewhere around here. And then like here we could do that, and then we could take this and put the support on the outside so that we make that work. I think that looks pretty good. The shorter ones. Okay, so underneath, let's see. I feel like we could create something. Oh, burlap. We don't have half slabs of that yet. We definitely need to have half slabs of burlap. I don't know why we don't yet. What's up with that? Hay down here maybe? I don't know. Let's try a cage. You know, maybe some iron bars back here. Or, we'll just go with that for now. And maybe something like that. Maybe it's just like something thrown on the wall. Burlap on the ground will rot. Okay, well let's put that up somewhere high then. Maybe right here. Dried fodder layers. Beautiful block. What else can we do? Maybe something like that. Oh, this is a good idea. And we could use that. Wait, I thought there was an off version to this. There's not an off version? Is there an off version of this? There is, but it's not what I want. That definitely is not what I want. Is there an off version to one of these? Like, is there an off version to this? No. Is there an off version to any of these other lights? Maybe of this? Yes, there is. Okay, all right, all right. So there we go. We'll go with that. Stashing something down in this neglected area, like, say, a swordfish. Oh, man. Nobody will ever let that rest. It is forever a thing. All right. There we are. And we can put a few little slabs of things around, just like that, maybe. Just kind of throw it around where we can. It's okay to have a few clothes hanging there, I suppose. Up here, what would make sense for up here? We don't have any chests yet, so maybe we could add a few chests up here. Maybe even a few chairs. Maybe we can do some chairs like that up here, and then, like I said, a chest. We definitely need to add some lights, because I know you guys probably can't see anything right now. So where will the light be? Speaking of which, see, this is like a piece of furniture from up above that isn't being used, that's down here. In fact, I should have more of these. I'm probably gonna do that, like a bunch of these down here, like maybe like 5 or 6 of them. And then we can, you guys can't see. Let me put some light down here really quick so you guys can see. So yeah, I want to do a few of these down here. Just kind of stuffed back here for now. At least the plan is that they're just kind of stuffed back there. Maybe one more back here to kind of offset how centered it looks. Because right now it all looks kind of centered. And some cobwebs back here would definitely be within the plans, I think. There we are. Not too bad looking. Extra candles. Yeah, I guess we could do some candles. But it's really hard to represent just like a whole bunch of extra candles. There is this. But there isn't really much way to represent like a whole big bundle of candles just kind of sitting somewhere. I do like the idea also of using maybe just a little bit of this down here. Maybe more towards the back. Maybe like back here somewhere. Maybe that. This used to be my favorite block. Our favorite texture, that block right there. But yeah, some cobwebs would be nice. So we just kind of throw this around some places. Maybe one right there. One right there. Just wherever we think it might look alright. Alright, looks pretty good. Ton of candles. But yeah, I was thinking more like if there's going to be candles, it would make more sense for them to be in crates. Because we can't really, I mean, I guess you could use scrolls technically for candles, but if you're not actually looking for like maybe like a candle maker or something, it wouldn't look like candles. It would just look like scrolls. A cobweb pane, by the way. Cobweb pane. Oh, wow. That is so nice. Thank you for reminding me that there is a cobweb pane. That is really awesome. Okay. I'd say that's looking pretty nice. We don't need all of the shelves filled up, so I think that's probably pretty good right there. Maybe something on top of these barrels. Maybe a wooden tankard. Yeah, we'll just kind of do that right there, I suppose. Maybe too much cobweb. All right, we'll take those away. All right, so that's pretty good. Now we need some actual light for down here. And I need to figure out a good spot for it. I think, actually, for in here, it would make sense to have a chain with a light on it. Just a little bit more light going on. Something's not right about that type of light. I don't think this is going to work. Actually, that isn't so bad. But I do feel like it should be more over here instead. So that way it's like kind of in the middle as you walk in. Yeah, that's not too bad. I kind of like that. Somewhat. Also, I would like to do this. Bust that back a little bit. And then that right there. So that way that looks like it's not part of the wall, it's just kind of sitting there. With the beef barrels, wait, beer barrels. This is just about design choice, yeah. Alrighty, so we got a lot of storage down here now. I think we're making use of this space pretty well. Oh yeah, and I wanted to do this as well. I want to make this into corner blocks so that it transitions a little bit nicer like that, and then put that right there. Yeah, I think that transitions a much better than what we had before. And also I think we should do the same thing here using slabs and things just to make this wall look like it flows a little bit nicer. And then we need you right there and you right there. Yeah, it looks like it flows pretty good. And we also need to remember to take all of that out. We put that right up there. Yes. Oh, I'm liking this. I think this is working out. Maybe some railings up here. Something like that, maybe. Let me move to my phone. Be right back. All right. Hey, man, it's great. Things are going good, Whip. Pretty good. Hanging in there, getting some inspiration back to get back into a little bit of building. I hope things are going well for you. I saw your channel here recently. You're working on a port city. Very impressive looking city. Really like what you're doing, man. Beautiful, beautiful work. Although, I will admit, would love to see some more Conquest from you. But even if Conquest isn't for you, you're still doing some really awesome stuff. And I'm glad that you are expanding yourself. Okay, what else can we put in here? This right here needs to be developed a little bit. Oh, I know what we could do. This should be partitioned. So what I need to use is, maybe we could use this back here. Yeah, this definitely needs to be partitioned. So something like this right there. Problem is that maybe we can push this back one. Maybe we can do this back here instead. Something like that, maybe? Or, actually, yeah, we'll do this. We'll make it open from here, but no, this is kind of odd. I much prefer it being right here because it just has a better look to it. So I think what I'm going to do is move it to like this. Make this into a solid block, and then do that. And then that works. And then what we can do is something like that to make it look like it's opened. So that way it works out. But yeah, this is like a way into the undercroft of the castle, or the Lord's residence. And this is like the main ways for the, yeah. So anyways, I think that's pretty good. So there would probably be a door at least to keep people out. The well is extremely important during time of siege. Yes. When I switched from Conquest 1.10.2, some map saves messed up blocks. There is a converter, yes. If Conquest had less time in the inventory, I'd check it out again. I understand. Also, hi, Dan. Spoken at all. Exeter, yes. Great to see you. Welcome. All right, what can I put in here? I guess we can just put more crates and things. I don't see why there's any reason to go really all out and putting lots of detail in here, but I think that's probably okay. Maybe we can do a little detail thing here. No, let's just keep that kind of basic. Yeah, I don't know if we really need anything else in this area. What do you guys think? Should we add more detail back in this little corner back here, or should I kind of just keep it as it is and move on? I do think I need to add a little bit more of this stuff going on, though. I already do have a buttery, although I do need to expand it. Definitely need to expand my buttery a little bit. Right now it's a little bit too basic. All right, and I do want to do this up here. That. Yeah, I do have a buttery over here, but there's just not enough in here right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a lot more into here. But this is the Lord's Residence episode, so I'm not going to do that in this episode. I assume 1 or 2 guards would be stationed down here, and maybe they have a little card game area with the servants going. I don't know where I could put that, but no, not up here. I don't really know if there's anywhere I could put it down here. I don't really have an area for the guards to play a card game. I just don't know if we could make that work. And I don't feel like digging into the walls by the well. I'm already lost in my build. By the well, actually that might work. We could put a little table right here. Could use the metal stand, maybe with a couple just basic little benches right there. Well, no, it's just gonna be one bench. Yeah, because of the, yeah, this isn't gonna work as well as I hoped it would. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I can't do it here because of the arches. They get in the way. I could put one, no, I can't put one there either. Yeah, I guess I could put a seat right there, a bench right there maybe, or back there somewhere. It's a little place to sit. I think that's a good idea. All right. So going back and forth through here, I think it looks pretty good. There can be someone just at the door. Big sad, not enough room. Okay, anyways. And eventually I might dig this out and actually put some secret stuff in here. It wouldn't be such a bad idea to do so, so just look forward to that. Eventually we'll do some more crazy stuff in here to make it more interesting. But right now, I am just trying to fill in space and make it all come alive. Kind of. Okay, so this is a bit of an awkward area. Quite a bit of an awkward area. How do I make it into not an awkward area? Okay, so I do need to continue with these arches. I'll do that right there. And I think I'm gonna remove all of these. All right, I think we're good. I don't think I'm gonna bust in anything by changing all this over. There we go. Maybe a little bit of green stone near that well. It's gonna be pretty damp over there. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good idea. Like what stone though has a little bit of green on it that would match the diorite and things? I don't really have any moss that I could use that would be subtle enough to work in here. I don't really have any blocks that I feel like would work. No, that doesn't work. I do need that right there. Anyways, any other mods on? They would probably keep the well religious fingerprint contamination. Okay. Well, anyways, let's keep working in here. I don't think there needs to be anything special there. Although I do think that if we built that in just a little bit, look a little bit nicer maybe if we did this, maybe just to there, to something like that. I just felt like, oh, maybe not. I don't know, or maybe so. Let's keep trying this a little bit more. If we did this, it closes it up just a little bit. It makes it a little bit too awkward, so let's just get that back to how it was. My Wi-Fi went down again. Sorry to hear that. That daggone Wi-Fi. Alright. But I know all about Wi-Fi going down. Alright, so let's see here. We'll put that right there. What am I going to do with this room in here? What is all this anyways? Is this... Okay, this is all going to be a wood floor. So I need to remove that. That all stays. Yeah, that's all stone wall. And this wall really important for that wall to be supported here. So I think what I should do actually, well no, never mind. I don't even know what this wall here is. What is this wall? I have no clue. What's going on? I like the wall there. Would look nice with an opening for a light. This can, or can it? It can't open up until this area. And look at that. We can make a little like opening thing here. I think that this arch right here would look good for there. And then we could do a little something there. Something like that. And then we could do maybe this right there. Yeah, it's not too bad. Having a little bit of a thingy going on. Maybe even we could do like an arrow slit here of sorts. Something like that, and then that towards the top. But yeah, like a little thing there. You're on a stream streak, Ducon. Last night I was a little asleep watching the stream. Then I woke up and Rex said my name on stream. Yeah, well, it's always great to have you here there, Storm. And yeah, I have been on this stream streak, actually. It's just been a burst of inspiration. Like, I've been really liking being here with you guys, and I've been having a lot of fun. So, you know, if you're having fun doing something, you might as well keep doing it, right? Might as well keep doing it. Whoopsie, that's not what I wanted. There we go. I think it's okay both sides. Yes, it is. This looks really awkward here though, but I gotta have something there. Maybe what I could do is put something ornamental here. Like maybe that, and then underneath that could be something like this maybe. Let's just see what this looks like. Is this a trap? Yeah, it's a trapdoor. Obviously that's not going to work. I don't want something as ornamental as that. Maybe this? I think this is just too white. Where's a trapdoor? There's a trapdoor. I think this is too white for what I'm trying to do in here. That's actually not too bad as that is, but on top of it needs to be something like this. And I'll make it work above. I think that'll work actually. And then we could also do something here to better bring it all together. Maybe even something like this. Something like that. And then I can frame it in somehow. For how long will I be streaming? Probably for another 45 minutes to an hour. Glad to be back, Moonfrey, for sure. Or Moonfey. Okay, so I need to put the light over there, and we need to border this somehow. We need something like a pillar, but I don't want it to be too ornate. Like, this is just an entrance into a cellar, so we don't want it to be like out of this world, crazy looking. What else have we done for like pillar-like things in the build? It's all been like brick and whatnot, so I think we're just gonna use travertine. Yeah, we're just gonna use travertine for this, and I'm gonna use that for there, and then we're gonna go up the wall with that. Same thing over here. And then it's going to cross somehow with something. But I guess what another thing we could do to make it look a little more interesting is bring it in a little bit on the edges, like that. And then maybe that up top. It's getting to be a little bit too much. Godfrey of the Moon. I'm so used to like seeing like Godfrey or something, and that's what your name reminds me of, is Godfrey. Every time I click out of the stream, it always makes that sound. It's really quite annoying. I don't want to use elven pillars. We need something more human looking. Like, is there a brick texture that matches, or like some kind of texture that matches the brick a little bit, but looks good as a pillar? I don't know. But what we do need is to, like, this is all going to be wood up here. So I need to change, right, isn't this wood? Yes, this is all going to be wood. Wood in there, yes, this is all gonna be wood. So I need to go ahead and throw some wood in here for now. What kind of wood do we want? Maybe this. This usually is a good wood texture for a higher class place. There we go. Now what can we do with all this? Smooth limestone. Oh yes, I totally forgot about this, but I still think that this might be a little bit too much. It might make this look a little bit too, like, expensive looking. I mean, it's just an entrance into the cellars, but still, I just like the idea of it looking kind of nice. Okay, we're going to make this wood in here as well. There we go. The problem with this, though, is I can't really put support under it because of the door. So this needs to somehow, I guess it could be something like this, maybe. Like that, and then we put this right there. That could be the solution. And then we could do something like this for there, and this for there. Okay. Nico, yes, it has been a while. Maybe the pillar you used at the tower. The pillar I used at the tower. The pillar I used at the tower. I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. This is getting to be really too much, so as much as I like the idea, I mean, there needs to be a border around that somehow. But I feel like we're just getting to be too much. So I'm gonna tone that down a little bit and just do something like that, maybe. Maybe. I think for here, though, we'll do iron railings. and do something like this. Okay, anyways, we'll get back to that later on. For the beams up here, I definitely want there to be some beams going across the ceiling to make it look supported. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that all the way across. Feel like that may work. We definitely need some more texture in here. So I need to grab me some of these texture varieties and just kind of throw it in for now. See what we can do with that. There we go. Come back down here and we grab some of that travertine. All right, Storm. Yeah, I'll still be here. I'll see you soon. All right. I don't like this. I like the idea of an outline, but it's too much. Too much going on. So we need to stick to relative bare necessities. And then for here, we can do just an archway like that. Although I feel like this should kind of... Well, never mind. That should be fine. Just the double arch. Like, yeah, arch there and an arch there. It just kind of like blurs almost. The tall tower between the chapel and the Lord's residence. Oh, on the outside. I see what you're saying. All right, so now we got to figure out how we're gonna do this in here. I don't know if I want to go this route or not, going the arched route. All right. See, this is really funky if I went with this route, because then I need to go through with that, which isn't all that bad. I think we might just go for half slabs though. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does it look better with the arches or with half slabs? I find half slabs to be a little bit more neutral. But arches do have a nice little thing to them. Truly brave Dugon. Is the tall tower of the chapel? Okay. Not a huge fan of this. I feel like maybe it's just that it's too tall. So maybe I can bring that down a little bit. Something like that. How do I want to tackle this? I think if you use arches, you can't use any more in that room. Yeah, I see this. I'm not a huge fan of this and that. Like, something is not working. So maybe if we did this instead for over here. I'm gonna give this a quick try. Maybe this will be our answer. And then put this up there. And, well, no. Maybe we'll put this right there. And this right there. That's a little bit better. That feels a little bit more of a natural type deal going on there. And then maybe we could have, well, there needs to be a door here, number one. Oh, that has to be there, okay. Let's put that back. Okay, there needs to be a door here. So let's just go ahead and find a door really quick. And I think that we'll go with that tall door thing that we have. It's this one. And on the back side, we'll put something there so that you don't see it when the door is open. But you see that it makes it look like it's an arched door from this side. And anyways, what I was gonna say for here is we could do something like a, you know, arrow slits here. Something like that. Maybe. Is there a graveyard in Lumiere? There's a crypt. The reason why I'm thinking about doing arrow slits here is because if they break through this area here, then they're met by another kill box. So if we do this, we can have multiple kill boxes, and it can just be like this really complicated thing going on. So I'm not fully decided on that's what I'm gonna do yet, but it's always a possibility. Alright, the stairs back there. Those stairs there, preferably, but that's not going to work, so I need to do that and then put stairs there. And maybe stairs there as well. Okay, that looks pretty good. A little bit better. And that's not going to work. It has to be like that. And that's gonna have to be 2 full blocks. All right, Genova, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Have a great night. What section of Lumiere are you on? I'm on the Lord's Residence right now, Crimson. Right underneath the Lord's Residence. I'm attempting to do the the Cellars right now. Okay. That doesn't look great at all. Maybe we could do this. Or maybe we could do this instead. Yes, I think that looks a lot better. And then on top of this, we could do trap doors to make it actually work. So do something like that. And then in front of that, because we got to cover that glitch right there. It's really bothersome. Brownie Cutie, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Red Clan. And we could put something there. Suppose we could do this. And then, of course, we could probably even try to put some detail in here. But anyways. Get a possible entrance to the cellar. It's pretty compact. If you can send me a screenshot, Rag, I'll take a look at it. Not a big fan of how I did this. I don't think that this is going to be any better if I did this route. Yeah, definitely not going that route. Maybe I just have too many in here. So if I tone those down, does that look any better? No, that does not. I feel like just having all those beams in there is just a little bit too much going on. I really want a half slab for these beams, but we don't have it, so gotta make do. Huh. Whoopsie. Wasn't supposed to do that. I guess it was one of these bad boys. Throw that in there. Put you right there, and put that right there. Alright. Good enough. And I don't think this is going to work. I feel like this would just be too much going on. Not to mention it gets really glitchy if you add more beams in like that, so we're not going to go with that. Oh, we could do this. Yes. Okay, I like that. I think that looks a lot better. And maybe a couple like this as well. Okay, not terrible. And of course, they could bust through the floorboards if they want to, and make like a makeshift murder hole up there if they need to during the time of an attack. Yeah, I'm not gonna do what I did there before. Send it to you on Discord. All right, let me check Discord. That's a great place to send it. Let's see there. Okay, I see what you got going. Just a little bit of stuff going on. So you're saying just like adding a little bit of texture like this? Something like that? Or... yeah, that's about what you were suggesting, right? But see, I can't move this stuff because that's the floor up above. That's the ceiling. If I remove this, that's the floor of the pantry. I don't feel comfortable just removing that. I'm gonna put a door here. I don't know what type of door though. I guess we can just do a spruce door here. Something like that, and then we can just go ahead and do something like that for now. I suppose. See, that looks terrible though. Like, it's just like a flat wall, and it's just, it doesn't work. What I want to do is we need to go back this way, and we need to do this. Not a diagonal entrance out of this area. It needs to be something like that. And then we can do this, and then put a archway back. Well, I guess we can put an archway there. Something like that. Yeah, I feel like that is a better method to do what I'm trying to do here. And then we can just put a door there. Just like that. And then we got ourselves a solid way to get out of there. Now, what is over here? This wall needs something now. And maybe, just maybe, having some more brickwork like this will help that brickwork we have there to feel more like it fits. It's still not fitting. Maybe just no brickwork in here. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe we just need to remove the brickwork and make that into something more like, I guess like the light clay like we have elsewhere. and just do this method. Because I think, for some reason, it's just not working in this hallway. And I think if we remove it, it might be what we needed. That looks a little bit better. And I think if we texture this wall correctly, we might have ourselves a good plan going here. Like, I feel like this should be like a painting of sorts. So like maybe, let's see, the thing is that, well, I guess we could like put something there on the front, like cabinetry or something, and it could hide the mural on this side. Maybe we can do the glazed terracotta thing. I don't know, maybe we can do the red. So yeah, something like that, and we can go all the way up. Pretty darn royal looking. But it adds just a little bit of spice into this room, you know? And sometimes a little bit of spice is just what you need. And then we can put a brazier right there to heat it up. Yes. I think we're getting somewhere now. And then maybe we could put a painting here of some type. There is this over here. There is this, but ew, no, that's not gonna work. It's a wrong. Can I touchy 2 blocks? Oh well, never mind. If you aren't. What? Wait. Man, everybody's asking about that. I didn't realize it was like everyone liked it so much. But yeah, it seems like everyone's really wanting that back. So I think I might make a. I may try to get that back, or get that going again. No promises though, I can't promise. But it is, you guys talking of it is inspiring me to maybe try again. That's not gonna work. I kind of like that though, like you come down here and then all of a sudden you got color there, it just kind of works. I do think that there needs to be something more of an ornate pedestal on the bottom though. I don't think that that's going to work. It's too, like the gray color isn't working. Maybe this will work. No, it needs to be the whiter stone, or a, maybe this will work actually. It's not white, but it's just a little bit close. No, it needs to be white. It needs to be a light texture. A light textured pedestal. What could it be? Looking through my options, I don't see anything in there. It could be this. Let's try it. What about the grayer version, the more broken up version? There we go. That's what we needed. This is the Darwin Reforged server. If someone can do ! server for Captain Cake MC, I appreciate that. Alrighty, so that's pretty nice. An acceptable scenario going on in here. Got a little door there. I'm not super happy with how I have done all this in here. I feel like it could be a lot better. What option do I have? Freymoon, thank you for that follow and welcome to the Red Clan. Great to have you. Okay, so what's going through my head right now is somehow separating this. So like you come in, you see down into there, but you can't actually get into there yet. I don't know. It just doesn't, it's not working right now. Why isn't this working as I want it to? Because I feel like there's just too much organic going on in here. And that it's detracting from the overall feel of this area. I think that's my problem, is it's just not, the feel is not right. It's not right. Because I like organic, but sometimes there's too much organic going on. So I feel like there needs to be this separation going on in here. So now we got to figure out how to get from up here down to there. And then put something like that right there. Don't you guys agree that doing this has the chance of making this area look a lot better? I feel that it does. And even, I could even do this. Set this back into here, actually. So make it flush. And then I could do that, set that down, put that to there. And then we start to have a more fluid looking structural thing going on here. Have I ever made a mirrored floor? I have not, no. I've seen them before and they look absolutely incredible. I just don't know if it's worth the time. Well, it's not really the time per se, it's just I've just never done it. Okay, let's put that right there. No. You. It's not too bad actually. And we need a railing actually. I think I'm just gonna go for the railing instead of doing something crazy. I think I'm just gonna do that. And then what we need to do is figure out how to get from up here to down here. In fact, another thing that I could do is something like this. And I'm just testing this idea out right now. I could make it 2 little windows like that. I think we're getting somewhere by doing this. I definitely like this room a lot better at this point because it opens it up so much more. And then what we need to do is knock into this wall right here. And then we need to knock into this wall right here, which doesn't seem to be a problem. Need to make sure that this is still a solid wall right there. And then you can walk down here, take 1 step down and take another step down there. Put that in there and do that. Yes, I really like this. Move the railings 1 block further and add a 1 block wide ladder descending to the left. Have you ever made a mirror floor? How much longer are you streaming? It is 9:06 now. So actually the stream is pretty close to coming to an end now. My wife will be home here soon. I do want to try to be off when she gets home, because she gets kind of frustrated if I'm streaming when she gets home, which I understand. I need to be conscientious of her. Okay. Yes, I really do like this. However, I do want to add more bricky brick around. So what I'm going to do is make sure we have still some strong bricky brick work going on. So something like that. Yes. Okay. Something like that. It's really annoying. This whole thing is just really annoying. I suppose that'll be okay. Step in line like that. Back gonna be popping in and out and I get myself up and running. Yeah, I'll be ending the stream here soon there, Rex, so we'll be sending another group of Duconians your way here real soon. Okay, and I do like what we did here. And then what needs to happen is there needs to be a little entrance right here, and that steps down right like that. Right like that, and the doors close like that. So there's like this little thing going on here. Ooh, I like this. Yes, I really do like this. But we need that one block arch type deal going on there, like that. And then right here, I would prefer to use travertine for the archway instead, because otherwise we're just gonna have way too much brick going on. Well, maybe not. Well, yeah. What do you guys think? Should I make this archway brick or should I keep it travertine? Or maybe I should do something different here. I don't know. What's the word, guys? What is the word? Ooh. I guess what I could do is continue using the plaster and make this into a plastered thing like that. Okay. This here. I already have a mod pack and just not the opposite. I'm gonna get it now. That looks great too. It doesn't remove the previous idea of the murder hole. Well, there's a murder hole in here, and this is a kill box for sure. But in here, there isn't any kill box anymore. It's more just like a system of doors. Just it's like a nexus, more or less. Like this whole area right here is just a nexus. Like you can go everywhere into the castle going through this area. Down into the cellars, into the maester's tower, up into the lord's residence, into the kitchen, down to the, like this is the nexus right here. Like you can go all over the place. And so it's basically just like breaking everything off to where it needs to go. Want to look better with clean white plaster? Clean white plaster. Let's see, would this look better clean? Wow, that really does look much better. It really does. I still don't know what to do here though. Maybe, just maybe. No, don't like that. What can we do here? Do I see a guard post in the near future? There actually is room in here. We could do something of a guard post in here. Maybe like right here. Could. Oh no, there's not room right there either. But definitely there is. We're coming up on guard posts. Guard post area. If that's what you're really worried about. Okay, I'm gonna try brick. It might be too much brick going on though. So we got all this brick going on now. So I think we're gonna try this instead. I think that looks better. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. But I still need to figure out what to do in here. I guess we can just continue doing that. But I don't want this to go all the way down. But it is going to go all the way down anyways. And then we're just going to have to do this again. No, nothing important. Just having fun. We've reworked the what I am calling the Nexus, but no, we haven't done anything super incredible yet. All right, and then we also should do that up here as well. Something like that. All right. That's pretty down. Like it. And put that in there. Maybe a couple of these in there. Put that right there. Maybe something like that there. There. Nice. Alrighty. Things are really starting to look up. I really like this now. Much, much, much nicer. Like, this is looking pretty, or really quite proper. Like, I really like this. Like, you have a balcony, you can look down, you come down, there's just all these different ways. All right, Joha, have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Alrighty. Is there anything else that I could do? I guess a banner or two in here would look pretty good. If I can find a banner, that is. The old Lumiere banner. There we go. Well, I got an abacus, not a banner. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, back down into here. And down into there. And then we gotta go down this way. That block out. And we're back down where we were. So put a banner right there, maybe? Why is that bugged out? It could just be the shader. I think it's just the shader that's causing it to bug out a little bit. And maybe we could put some kind of furniture here. Something like, I don't even know. Like, why would there be a piece of furniture here? Anybody know why there would be furniture here? Got a coat closet. That wouldn't make any sense. Why is there a piece of furniture here? And what could the furniture be there for? Maybe a bench? This is big enough space that you could have a chandelier. Well, I really like there being this here. And if we have another chandelier, it'll really draw away from this one down there. So I don't know if having a chandelier is necessarily a good idea. Because it would, I feel like it would detract from the small space that we have. Well, we definitely got a lot less done than I was hoping to get done tonight. But we still got some stuff done. And I'm happy about that. Okay, so to sit and put your shoes on. I guess we could put a bigger bench-like thing here. There we go. And what else could be here? Some kind of small light. Why is that so bugged? It might just be because of this specific shader is bugged out, maybe. Is there anything else that we need in here? I guess maybe some carpet. Let's see here. No, not any of those. Something like this, maybe, right there. That doesn't make any sense to have there. No, it doesn't make any sense. Who would? Well, this would be a place for the guard to sit, I suppose. So maybe we could have a little table here. This would be a great place for a guard to sit. So he needs to have some type of small table back here. And maybe have a jug of milk and bread on it. Well, that's just a jug of milk. Maybe a cheese wedge. Nope, that doesn't look like it used to either. Something to drink. Have you thought about making 2-block tall Lumiere banners? Yeah, I have. I just haven't fully designed the banner yet. I don't like designing banners. I've done designing banners, but I haven't really come up with something for a Lumiere yet. I did originally, but I don't like it anymore. So I want to redesign it at some point. Doesn't look like anything. So yeah, a little bit of detail in here, I suppose, and maybe a clothes rack just kind of sitting on the wall here. There we go. Something like that, not too shabby. I really like this. I'm really liking how this is turning out. You got the storage down here, a solid separation here. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this now. Like, this looks so much better than what we had before. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm so much happier with that right now. Maybe another candle. I could definitely go for a candle, maybe right about, oh, right there, maybe. And then we need some invisible light. Medium light. You won't be able to see that, so that's good. Just lights up the room a little bit. Maybe something underneath it. Some kind of ornamental table or anything. I don't know. No, there's really nothing that I can put under there that would look good. I guess something like a crate or something may look alright. Looking through tools, I don't see anything. Looking through that, I don't see anything. Looking through this, I don't see anything. So I guess we could just go for a small bucket. But then again, that's just gonna catch the wax, so never mind. I'm gonna put a trap door up there. It helps round the corner a little bit. Or we could even just go ahead and round the corner. We could just take these and make the corner look like it kind of rounds, like it goes around. What do you guys think about that? So that way it just, you know, like I said before, it just goes around. No, it looked better before. It kept the space just a little bit more open, so I suppose I'm more down for that. We do need that right there, though. Keeps that texture going along the walls. So yeah, I would say this area looks pretty swell right now. Just, whoopsie. That's not what I meant to do. And maybe a couple of these up there. There we go. And we need to get that invisible light back. Medium. Right there, good. All in some sort of elven style. Like the elven. Ooh, sorry guys, I just bumped the microphone. Didn't mean to do that. So maybe have the banner have like half outside with the like sun. I did do that originally, but I didn't like, at least the banner that I came up with, I did not like it. So I may consider to do a banner contest at some point, and we'll see what happens. Because I just don't know if I have the desire to try and do another banner. Alright. Whoopsie. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's put that back. Ugh. So laggy. And that doesn't look very good. So we'll get that back. Have I ever watched The Office? Yes, I sure have. Great show. I feel like this wall needs something back here. But I don't know what, because everything would be too bulky. Are there any paintings that might work for back here? Not that I can see. Okay, forget that. Oh, I really like this. Alrighty, guys. Well, we got the basement floor. Well, we got one more room to do. Let's just do this room in here. And then I think we're going to go ahead and call it a night. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw in some textures in here real quick. Get it kind of sorted out. Maybe a crate or two. We can also do this right here. Same thing like we did in the other room. There we go. And then, like I said, a crate or two maybe. A bucket on top and maybe a chair. No, I wanted something unique here. The only thing that's coming to mind is a bird cage. Like that's what came, no, not that. What's coming to mind? Something needs to go there. Put your name too. I still think those railings look rather out of place before now. Elven areas, so it's weird that they're in the human areas. Okay, well if that's the case. No, I've used some of those railings in the castle too. But we can look into maybe using the spruce railings here instead. That doesn't look very good. I think it's just, we just do this and we'll be okay. There we go. I don't like that. Let's try the other railings. I don't know if I'm gonna like this either. It doesn't fit the theme. I'm gonna go back to those railings because I have used these elsewhere in Lumiere. Not necessarily for railings, but I think they look okay. Okay, I need to put something here, guys, but I don't want it to be just the norm. Oh, I know what to put here. Wood, I guess we'll just do that. And I need to look for a specific block. Let me find, I guess this might have it. Yes, it does. Well, so there's a little table right there. And then maybe add just a few little things like that. Well, just that up there I think is fine. And I think that is good enough. I'm gonna do a quick little walk around, see if there's anything I can do to make this area look better. I'm not really happy with the candle right there, but I don't know where else to put any light in this area. Maybe I could put a light right here. Like, maybe I could do this and then put a little light right there. And then put a invisible light block right there so that you can actually see it. And a normal diorite block underneath. And then over here, we can put something like, ouch. Let's see, what could go there? Some type of furniture, maybe a chair. No, I don't want a chair there. Oh, a armor stand. We could do an armor stand here, and we could use all the typical. Well, actually, we could use the special armor, the bronze armor. Not that it's going to look any better. I mean, it is just Minecraft. But, I mean, that's something. Yeah, it's not too bad. I've seen worse things. Yeah. Kind of works. It's just like a little armor stand and display. Looking forward to getting this all done up here. And I gotta figure out a way to keep this place structurally supported, because right now it's just like a big open area. It is 2 blocks thick. Well, yeah, it is 2 blocks thick, so should be okay. But yeah, guys, our next stream we're going to be working on all of this area in here. And so hopefully that'll all be done next stream, and then we'll go like 1 floor at a time. Next stream will be Saturday, so yeah, it won't be a long stream on Saturday. Maybe Sunday will be a nice long stream, but yeah, let me go ahead and turn off the replay. Get back to the world, and we can just do a quick little run around. Enemy supply drop has arrived at location. Okay, really confused. I'm really glad we did this though. Like what we had here before was not working out. And I will be putting a gate here of some sort, or some sort of door. But the thing is, any type of door will block everything, so maybe 2 doors here. And that's gonna block everything too. Or actually, maybe a door here wouldn't be bad. I could just take out this arch on the back here and then like just do it differently. It should be fine. I can make that work. Oh, so much better. And eventually we will get to this reservoir down here, which will feed into this little part of the crypt right there. Just called salt. I should call it salty. Really like this down here. Nice little bit of storage. I do need to add more storage under Lumiere, because I definitely feel like right now it's just a lot of like hallways and walkways and things. So like I could make storage right here in this space, just like bump back the wall a little bit. Maybe even put storage right there. Like I could fill this in a lot more with storage, I'm sure. Even this in here. Like this is a lot of amphoras. I don't know. just need to figure out how to get more stuff jam-packed in this area. And this is the cold room down here, by the way. It's where all the ice is kept, and apparently... Oh, okay, no, that's the shader. I was gonna say, that looks really weird, but it's, yeah, it's just a shader. But I really like this. Like, you know, this is clearly different style than this over here. Like, this is clearly human built, and then this is clearly like, what is this? Like, you wouldn't expect this to be down here. But I'm really glad it works out. I don't know why I have that painting right there. Looks kind of odd. I think I might remove that because it just doesn't really fit the area. And I will be making an extension there. I need to figure out where to put the granary. That's kind of a problem. By the way, I'm not sure if you guys remember this down here, but this is like a little spot where the maester has a little like torture chamber down here. The Meister. Oh goodness, I really like the ways to get in and out of here now, though. Like, this is the direct way for the Maester, but he can also get in from up here. He can go in the main entrance, and then he can go up the stairs here, and it takes him all the way to the top. And all the way to over here. So honestly, it's kind of difficult to get to the Maester's Tower. There's actually another way in too. Okay. It's from the floor down here. It's from here. Yes, it's from right here. Okay, so there is another way to get in. Well, anyways, guys, the wife is home. It is time for me to get off. I had a great time with you. Thank you so much for stopping by and for being such awesome people. Let's go host Mr. I Like to Get Wrecked. Great streamer. Has some great stuff going on. And definitely would suggest you guys go over and follow the guy because, like I said, great streamer. And I'm sure he would really appreciate your support. So if you guys are still interested in watching some more stream, I Like to Get Wrecked, we're heading over to a stream and we're going to do a little stream raid. So let's do host I Like to Get Wrecked. All right, guys, so let's go over #Red Clan Raid. And you all have a good night. See you on the next one.